we've invited life coach Johanna Godinez here in studio to talk a little bit about this stage of when children go back to school. Nice to see you, Johanna.
Definitely. It's great to see you again, Liz. Thank you for having me.
So you are a life coach. You have all sorts of different clients. When parents talk to you and they tell you, you know what, the kids just went back to school, what are they saying? Well, how are they feeling? Are they just feeling like, I don't know what to do with myself now?
You know, a lot of them, because their kids are going to be in different sports, they're going to have different extracurricular activities. So a lot of them, it's like a restart and refresh every time that kids come back to school. So a lot of them, it's just that new fresh start of getting new habits going, getting new schedules going, that really stresses them out, because like any one of us, change is always something that causes a little bit of resistance inside of us.
That's a good point. I guess it really depends on what's happening with that particular parent or that person, right? One can maybe really not have any clear direction. Someone else may be more worried about, I have all these responsibilities now that I have to get back into the routine. I have to set the schedule back up, right?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest recommendation is always to have real clear schedules, because the benefit of that is that you can incorporate also some self-care in there. If you are scheduled in, you know, what time you're going to get up, you know, what time you're going to feed the kids, you know, what time you're going to take them to school, then you know what time you have for yourself to do your chores in the house, and then to go out and maybe work out, get some yoga in, do some philanthropic work if you want, you know, involve some hobbies, incorporate some hobbies. So it's also a good time for you to look at your life and be like, okay, where can I also add something here that's gonna help me be the best version of myself and show up as my best self for my children.
Why is that important?
Oh my God. Self-care is amazing. You know, it's number one. You cannot be present and healthy in the life of your child or in your relationship if you are not all there within yourself, because your mind will be spending a lot of time focusing on the fact that either you don't feel well, you don't have the energy, you're tired, you don't like how you look or how you feel. And if your mind is going there, how present are you going to be for different situations in your life? So when we take care of ourselves and we feel good and confident and energized, then we're able to just be there, run around with the kids as much as they need to, stay up as long as I need to finish their homework and help them finish their homework. You know, it's one of those things where then you can be there with them, more present, without worrying about what's holding you back.
That's some good advice right there. What if about someone who has never really scheduled anything? I mean, what would you say to someone on how to get started? Would you have them buy like an organizer, a whiteboard? I'm trying to think of all the different ways. I guess there's apps now that can help you, right?
There's definitely apps, and if you're a technological person, that would be where I would start. But if you want your whole family to be involved with this, a whiteboard is a much better idea, because then everyone can fill out what they have going on and the whole family can have visibility. Remember, nowadays with technology, we seem to become very disconnected. And if we can all be on the same page, then we can also schedule family time together. You know, one of the quickest, easiest things that you can do with your family is have dinner together. Everyone can recap their day, best thing, and worst thing, why, and why can I make that better next time. You could create meals together, so have like a pizza night, and you have all the different ingredients and everyone can make their own. You know, there's different things that you can incorporate. You're gonna have dinner anyways, so why not make it family time and make it something where you're connected, you know, phones off in a box where nobody can see them. So the whiteboard, the benefit of that is that everyone can see it, therefore everyone can have visibility and know also, okay, this time here is scheduled for family time, nobody can schedule anything else.
That's a great piece of advice, because you're, like you said, it gets everybody involved, and then once you're involved, you're going to want to stay involved, and it becomes routine, right? Looking at the board and wow, that is
creating
really
the
good.
routine, like that's the biggest thing. Once you create the habit and the routine, then it's just a thing that the family does. It's no longer something weird. Everyone's just on the same page. So the second you incorporate it and you're able to share it, it just becomes just part of what the family does.
Wow, that is great advice. And I guess, you know, working out or getting time to exercise, that also can be plugged in if that's something for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that for me is a struggle trying to squeeze that in because I'm usually like have 1,000 things to do even when the kids are in school.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, here's my schedule, but do I really have time? I kind of leave that at the end.
So my workout routines last about 25 minutes, no longer than that. I do really high intensity things. Let's say that you have 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the midday, and 10 minutes at night. If you can go really hard for 10 minutes in the morning and then do some walking, some steps, or some core work in the middle of the day, and then do some stretching at the end of the night, you just incorporated 30 minutes in your day and you just had to get up 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, you just spread it.
Yeah,
Out
it can be spread out. It doesn't have to be all at the same time.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Johanna,
It's
I am so
little
glad
by
you are
little.
here.
Thank you.
Johanna Ganinas,
Thanks, Liz.
to the rescue, life coach. It's great to see you.
It's great to be back.
Can't wait to get some more advice from you.
I'll be here to
us
give
all.
it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful Sunday.
You too.
Well,